Good morning everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. This is Poonam Avasthi, your SST teacher. Beta, today in this chapter, the parliamentary system, we are going to understand the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. At the end of this video, you will be getting a home task. Do that home task positively in your notebook. And in case of any doubt, you know what to do. You can comment me all your doubts, or what can you do? You can collect and pen down all of your doubts, and in the upcoming online class we can discuss all of your doubts. Clear? So let's begin the topic, the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. In this chapter, the parliamentary system, today's video is about the office of the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. The President of India is the constitutional executive head. The real head is the Prime Minister. All the decisions are taken in the name of the President, but the President cannot act on his own. According to the Constitution, the President can only act on aid and advice of the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. The President appoints the Prime Minister, and on advice of the Prime Minister, the President appoints the Council of Ministers. As per the convention, the leader of the majority party is invited by the President to form the government. In case there is no single party who gets majority, then leader of the coalition is appointed as the Prime Minister. Basically, the President should appoint a person who is in position to win the confidence of the majority in the House. As a head of the government, the Prime Minister has to perform various functions. Now understand functions of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister chairs cabinet meetings. He guides, directs, controls and coordinates all the activities. He exercises supervision of different ministries. It means whatever work is done by the government, who is going to supervise all this? The Prime Minister. It is Prime Minister's function to supervise all the activities of all the ministers. He distributes and redistributes work to the ministers. He also can ask a minister to resign or advise the President to dismiss him in case of difference of opinion. Students, I would like to tell you here that this topic, functions of the Prime Minister, is not given in the book, but we have done here in brief. So I hope functions of the Prime Minister are clear to you. Now beta, let's talk about Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers is the official name for the body that includes all the ministers, which is headed by the Prime Minister. It usually has 60 to 80 ministers of different ranks. So, the Council of Ministers can be divided into cabinet ministers, ministers of state with independent charge, and then ministers of state without an independent charge. The cabinet ministers are usually top level leaders of the ruling party or parties who are in charge of the major ministries. The cabinet is the inner ring of the Council of Ministers, and it comprises about 25 ministers. Ministers of state with independent charge are usually in charge of smaller ministries. They participate in the cabinet meetings only when specially invited. Ministers of state without an independent charge are the junior ministers who are assigned to assist cabinet ministers, and the ministers of state with independent charge. Now let's understand working of the Council of Ministers. So the council works under the Prime Minister as a team, as we know that the Prime Minister is a head of the Council of Ministers. It is collectively responsible and is answerable to the Parliament for any decision taken by it. All the ministers become equally responsible to defend their acts and decisions. So we can say that all the ministers swim and sink together. This is called collective responsibility. If a vote of no confidence is passed against the government, the whole Council of Ministers has to resign. So yes, now we can very well understand that the Council of Ministers work as a team. It is their collective responsibility to be answerable for all the acts and decisions. So that we said that the ministers swim and sink together. So I hope that working of the Council of Ministers is clear to you. Before we end today's class, have a look here. Our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, and current 15th Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. With this, now look to the today's home task. So in today's home task, there are 3 questions. Question number 1 is describe the functions of the Prime Minister. You can very well do it. Question 2 is what do you understand by collective responsibility of the Council of Ministers. So this topic just now we have done. Question 3 is a real task for you all. What are the qualities of a good leader? So this is a task for you. In case of any query in any question, feel free to contact me, comment me, or you can collect your doubts and we can discuss it in the upcoming web class. By this, our chapter, the parliamentary system, completes here. Kindly do the home task in the notebook positively and feel free to contact in case of any doubt. Okay, this is it in the concept. Thank you so much for watching. Keep watching, keep learning.